Hello and welcome to my channel, Inspiring Life Changes. My name is Colette and I'm here today to do a reading for the Leo 2022 energies. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do it before now. I was hoping to do it over the Christmas period, but due to falling ill and not being able to do much at all, I've had to postpone all that. So I'm trying to catch up with it all now. I know it's a bit late, so I do apologise, Leo. And so this reading is for Leo that is Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising Leo. So if you have any of those placements, then this reading could resonate with you. And if you don't know where those placements are, there will be a link in the description box down below for you to go and check that out. For yourselves, as I say, it's always worth knowing where those placements are to give you a bigger picture astrologically of what's happening in your life at this time. So I'm going to start the reading by telling you, first of all, before I forget, that it's set out like a clock. So each number represents a month. We have already done or finished January, I know, but I will give you a quick rundown on that energy. So in January we have the Star as your major arcana energy here, because I'm using 3 decks of cards. One is all the major arcana cards, one is all the minor arcana cards, and then I'm going to use a separate deck to kind of give some confirmation energy on those. So sorry if you can hear that noise, that is my cat making that noise, and she will probably make an appearance in the reading as well, Leo. She is a bit demanding of attention at the moment, so I expect she will be up on the table, so expect to see my cat at some point. Right, Star in reverse is saying to me that somebody has given up or has lost hope on something, their dreams, their hopes, their desires, their wishes. They kind of feel as though something is falling by the wayside, missing from their life. This could be your energy here, Leo. I'm reading for you as the overall energy for the reading. So here she comes. Oh no, she's disappeared. So you've also got the 7 of Wands here, which is in reverse. Now usually the 7 of Wands can talk about a situation of kind of having to guard yourself or keep others at bay, but because it's in reverse, it kind of feels like a giving up energy in a way, very similar to this Star energy, like just giving up on just generally giving up is how it's coming through. Like almost like, what's the point? What's the point of me kind of trying to stand up for myself, or what's the point in me trying to express my opinions, who I am, what I believe in, that kind of thing. It just feels like because of this energy here, this major arcana Star energy in reverse, it kind of feels as though there's this kind of just dampened down energy. Like the fire has gone out of somebody's life, like the fire's gone out of your life, Leo, which isn't good. Being a Leo, being a fire sign, it's never a good thing. But as we move into February, you've got this devil energy sitting here, which you are having to deal with at this time, Leo. It's upright, so it's like you are aware of it, you're feeling this devil energy, you're knowing that this is you here in this cage, and you are keeping yourself there, you are keeping yourself trapped by your own fears. There's something here that you are keeping yourself enslaved to, or yeah, it's like addictions. But if you see the doors wide open and those chains that are holding that cage, that the devil behind is kind of holding onto those chains, it's like he's not really holding onto them very tightly. So if you were wanting to get out of this energy, Leo. It's kind of saying that the opportunity is there, but you're holding yourself in your own fears. And it's also coming up with this King of Wands, water energy, King of Water, King of Cups energy in reverse. And so the King of Cups, when he's in reverse, he really is not, how can you put it, it's like a bit like a jellyfish. It's a bit like he doesn't really have much of a backbone. He doesn't really have, he's very overly emotional. He's so kind of caught up in his emotions that he doesn't really have that spine to be able to get up and kind of change things, which is what I feel this is saying here, that something needs to change here, Leo. That you need to, like, even though it feels like a comfort zone, it's a very uncomfortable comfort zone, if you know what I mean. It's not a comfort zone that you're happy to be in. It feels like an unhappiness comfort zone with the King of Cups in reverse as well. It could be to do with like feeling like a lack of love, or that you're unlovable, that nobody wants to love you, that you can't be loved. Is kind of how it's coming through here. But if you see the way that he's kind of hugging himself there as well. This could, like I was saying, this could have something to do with strong addictions to things. The devil is also temptation. Temptation put in your path that's not easily denied. And because of this King of Water down here as well, particularly if you've had an emotional situation that has upset you on some level, Leo, it's like going back to that devil that you know. Could be alcohol, could be drugs, could be anything. But that's what you're dealing with at this time in February. You're dealing with your own fears, your own emotional unhappiness is really how it's coming through. Like this unhappiness, this King of Water here, not feeling happy, is driving you back to this place where you feel as though you're happy. You feel as though you're in your comfort zone, but you're not really. It's an illusion. It's a kind of, what's the word? It's not like an attempt at being happy. It's like a trigger point in a way, like something triggers and you go straight back to that place. Like I said, could be alcohol, could be drugs, could be anything, could be food, anything. Overdoing it, it could be binging. But there's something here that needs to be looked at in February that is keeping you from breaking free. So as we move into March, things do change, because we have the Ten of Cups, but we also have here the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is about resurrecting something. It's about something coming back to life, bringing something back to life. And here with the Ten of Cups, it's kind of saying to me that what you are bringing back to life is happiness. That you're resurrecting it within yourself. Or something is coming in to help resurrect it for you. There is also a sense with the Judgment card of forgiveness as well, because all of these, if you look at these people down here, they are like ghosts that are rising up from the memories, from the past, from the depths of the subconscious. And so, and it's kind of turning into this like phoenix bird here. So it's like letting it go, releasing it. And the best way to do that with judgment is to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive the situation, forgive the person or the people that are involved in the situation. There is a lesson to be learnt with the judgment energy of not holding on to what's making you unhappy, which is this energy here. So it's literally like becoming a phoenix, kind of rising out from that, from those ashes, if you like, of this devil energy. So that's a big shift of energy there, Leo. A big shift of energy from February to March. It's like something happens. And it's almost like you kind of remember that it's okay to be happy. How to be happy. That it comes from within you. But there is this letting go that feels like this judgment-free kind of energy, if you like that you're no longer holding on to that past energy. You're no longer holding on to whatever it was that was making you unhappy, whether that's the actual person or the place or the feelings or whatever it actually is, the memories themselves. It's like you've decided that you no longer need them or want that energy in your psyche, in your makeup, because you kind of just keep attracting or keep ending up back in this situation here because of that unhappiness. And it's interesting because we then move into April, and you've got both this Empress and the Emperor who have come out together. So this is like a proper power energy. This is like either they're balancing up that masculine and feminine energy, like really releasing all of this past stuff and balancing up. So you're coming from a real place of understanding the masculine and the feminine side of your own nature here. How to create abundance in your life. How to build on that abundance. And also recognizing that it comes from a higher source than yourself. So it's like tuning into something much bigger. But it can also be, Leo, like a proper power couple. Like two people who understand their differences, but also understand how well they work together. And how the feminine needs the masculine and how the masculine needs the feminine in order to build something beautiful together. Because we also have the love card, but the love card has come out in reverse. And so what this is saying to me is that this is a situation, because this is the Lovers card as well, that this is a situation that you have been in before, Leo. I feel that this is something that is being, like I say, resurrected, reworked, revamped, reborn, but there is past issues. There has been. It's like there is still, it's like there is this recognition of love between the two of you. But it's kind of saying that there is things to be worked on here with the Lovers in reverse. Trust, I feel, is what needs to be built up on with this card here in reverse. There needs to be a rebuilding of trust between the two of you, between these two energies. There is a real sense of not just like, yeah, like equality, like really understanding the equal balance between the masculine and the feminine, because here they are down here as well. It did come out in reverse, as I said, but here they are, like the masculine and the feminine. It's like they have complete trust. That female there laying on the lion, obviously the masculine energy, she has complete trust in him, and he has complete trust in her. And there is these two lions in the background as well. And one of them, the one there on that side, does actually have a snake kind of curling up to it. So that kind of says to me like once bitten, twice shy. But there is this kind of sense that both of you are wanting this. Both of you want to build on this, build this trust, but it is going to take time to do it. But it is like you both know that there is a lot of love there. The Ten of Cups is like meeting that person that is the one for you. After all, like going through trials and tribulations and kind of still knowing, even separation as well with the Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups. There can have been separation at some point along the journey, but it's like you get to the Ten of Cups with that realization that this person is the person I want to dedicate myself to. That's kind of what the Ten of Cups is saying to me here. So that's in April. And in May, you have the Strength card here, which is your energy here, Leo. Again, it's that sense of balance between the masculine and the feminine. Still very much kind of working through things, but working together. Understanding the masculine and the feminine. Again, how one balances out the other. That inner strength, knowing when it's right, is the right time to kind of stand your ground and say how you feel about something, and when is the right time to kind of take more of a gentler approach to something. So it's recognizing the masculine and the feminine within each individual. But it has come out with the Seven of Water, and that is in reverse as well. And so the Seven of Water can be a card of choices. It can also be a card of like castles in the air, a bit like a fantasy realm. There, if you look there, you can see that she's sitting in the middle of all these different things that are kind of swirling all around her, and she's kind of wondering what's the best choice, what to do with all of this. But she does, to me, she just looks like she's enjoying it, but it is in reverse. So this could be something that needs to be worked on, in the sense of of maybe not always seeing eye to eye on choice and opportunity. Whoops, that was up the right way. Like choices. And also recognizing that not everybody always likes the same thing or wants the same thing. And that choice and differences are a good thing. It's not always a bad thing to have different opinions or likes. But it kind of feels as though that's something that needs to be worked on. With the two of you there. Or that one may be more open to suggestion, open to making the choices maybe. But then we move into also that is a strength as well, that there is a strength in that, being strong enough to stand up and make those decisions, and accepting that people are different as well. There is a strength within that in itself. So we move into June for you here, Leo, and we have the Magician in reverse. And we also have the Messenger of Air. And so for me, this is kind of saying that there's something that is wanting to be manifest. It's maybe coming from this Seven of Water energy as well. Trying to manifest something which may seem a bit like fantasy realm, impossible, particularly with the Magician in reverse, that it's just something that's not going to happen. But the Messenger of Air is kind of saying to me that there's something that's not being listened to, something that's not being recognized here, something that's not being taken into consideration. Because this is the Knight of Swords. But here she's very she's just kind of waking up to something. She's just kind of recognizing something. She's just kind of like becoming aware of a situation. So that's kind of what it says to me here, that in June, you're trying to make something manifest in your world, but there's something, almost like something's missing. There's something missing from it. Because it's not coming together. But there's something that isn't being taken into consideration, listened to, or maybe not enough belief in it, perhaps. Not enough belief that it's going to happen, that it can happen. So also what's coming through as well with air, the Messenger of Air, because it's the night, because it's messages, it could also be saying speak it into being. Like if you speak it, if you actually communicate it, even just to yourself, or if you put it out there, actually speak it into being is what is coming through for me here. Manifest it by actually communicating with it on a different level within yourself. Because the Magician is all about bringing his tools together. It's all about that, the first thought, that spark, that the mental mind, which is represented by the sword. So that's the thought, which then gets made into a emotion and a creative drive, like the spark, the wand kind of brings it to life, if you like, and then the emotions feed it. So by feeding it with the emotions, you're actually kind of bringing it even more into your physical realm. But because this is in reverse, it feels to me as though there's something that's missing. And maybe it is just that kind of focusing on it, but you're not focusing on it. You need to focus in on it and give more attention to it. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here, Leo. And as we move into July, you have the Sun, which is a beautiful card. It is your energy, again, the Sun energy, Leo energy, more Leo energy. So it is like you're very kind of in your power here. And you have the World and the Ace of Cups coming out with this Sun energy. So this is kind of like just incredibly beautiful energy. Really powerful energy. Because the Sun talks about like illumination or bringing something into the light. Kind of after this manifestation energy here, this magician who is in reverse. But it kind of feels as though something clicks within with this Sun energy, that something kind of comes to light. Something makes sense, something, because I feel as though it's a powerful card. I mean, it's said to be the best card in the whole of the deck, and it's said to be like the happiest card, but there's more to it than that, because the Sun is also that creative drive as well, being Leo, fire, passion, creativity. And it's come out with the, like I was saying, the Ace of Water or the Ace of Cups and the World as well. So it's literally like kind of bringing this love to light, to life, is how it feels, into your world. Very powerful energy. And so with this World card, the World talks about endings of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And this feels like a new start, a new cycle that is going to start with this powerful Ace of Cups. This Ace of Water here. But this feels like a very gentle energy. Like a very gentle, like just accepting somehow, just accepting that love is in your life, that it's there, is how it's coming through. But this is what you've manifested. This is what you've brought about here, Leo. Something very powerful that is going to light up your life, light up your world, take you into this new cycle with this very powerful love. And this could be love for someone else, this could be love for yourself. For some of you, this could even be a baby coming in that's going to change your world, light up your world, end out that cycle of being single, single people, like here, even if it is just, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be two people that are married, but it's basically, it feels like it's saying that something very wonderful is going to enter your life here. This new feeling of love. And in August, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, again, a lovely energy. It's saying, you know, that fortune's smiling on you, it's up the right way, things are happening for you, what you want to take place is shifting. It has come out with the Seven of Air, which can be seen often, the Seven of Swords, as an energy of a card of mistrust, but it doesn't feel so much like that. With this Seven of Air, with all these birds gathered around her, it kind of feels like trying to find your, like, it feels very family orientated. Feels like something like community, family, tribe, gatherings. Like something is shifting here in your relationship world, is how it's kind of coming through. Not necessarily relationship as in like one-to-one intimate relationships. I feel more as though this could be to do work related, family related, but it's kind of bringing people together here, is how it feels, Leo. Because these dolphins down here for me always represent kind of having fun, having joy. This could be festivals, family gatherings. It feels like something very positive rather than the usual negative Seven of Air. It doesn't feel like that. So we move into September with the Hangman energy, which is in reverse. So this is you trying to find feels like trying to find peace with yourself about something here. Hangman is often seen as a card of trying to find like a new perspective on something, see things from a different perception, but it's in reverse, and it feels more like a sense of trying to find some kind of connection or peace It's come out with the 5 of fire. And for me, the 5 of fire is that energy of dissatisfaction within yourself. Like the battle is within yourself. To me, she always looks like she's dressed up with nowhere to go. It always reminds me of that song, It's My Party, and I'll cry if I want to. Like, just this sense of what am I doing here kind of thing. But yeah, it feels like this kind of trying to find this peace within yourself, trying to come to terms maybe with something that you have not been able to balance up within yourself. Doubting yourself, perhaps, not believing in yourself, not having enough faith in yourself to be able to do what it is that you want to do. So, October, we have the moon and we have the 3 of air. So in October, Leo, I feel as though there's quite a lot of emotional, I want to say kind of cathartic releasing, because the 3 of air is also the 3 of swords. And for me, this is like the ghost card, the ghost energy of something that needs to be, again, kind of released, looked at. It's in reverse. So it feels like something that hasn't been recognized previously. And it's come out with the moon as well, and the moon is all about the emotions. And when it's upright, I always see it as a full moon energy, so it's like in the light, it's like bringing something into the light, like secrets maybe coming out, or truths, or things that have been hidden in the background. A loss, possibly a loss of somebody who you have been very close to at this time. But it does feel like a lot of kind of emotional outpouring. In October, which is leading into November with the Temperance card in reverse. And the Temperance card for me in reverse is saying that you need to find some patience within yourself here. Temperance is always about balance in relationships. It's an alchemical card. It's like trying to kind of balance there. She's got fire at the top and water at the bottom, and it's like the fire and water do not necessarily go together. It's like creative passion and drive, which is kind of representative of the masculine energy, and then you've got the watery realm of the kind of subconscious, the psychic, more feminine energy down there as well. So it's kind of like balancing out those, again, those energies within you, the masculine and the feminine. But because it's in reverse, it's kind of saying to me that there's something here that needs to be literally like tempered, patience, given time. balance. There's something that isn't in balance. And you also have it with the 2 of air here as well. And for me, this card is always about somebody who is very somebody or a situation that is kind of very hypnotic, like almost like being lulled into a false sense of security is how it's coming through here. And maybe not to trust the outside world so much as it is to listen to your own heart here. Leo, but we'll see, because I haven't done any confirmation cards, which I have done in the last readings. I usually do the confirmation as I go, but for some reason today I haven't. In December we have the Chariot and we have the Fool energy together, and they are both upright. So this to me is saying that there is going to be this kind of balance here. This is you taking control, taking charge, moving ahead. Balance. The Chariot is about balance. If you see here, he's got these 2 horses and he needs to keep them balanced. He needs to keep them both moving forward in the same direction, because if one goes off one way and one decides to go the other, then he's going to be left stranded in the middle of nowhere. So he needs to have like the middle path. It's about kind of going on that middle path, not going to one extreme or the other extreme, which I feel is kind of what this Temperance card is helping you to learn here as well as you move into December. And with the Fool, it's also about taking a leap of faith into the unknown, Leo. It's interesting as well, because I keep saying interesting, but there's rainbow energy in both of these cards. If you see here, there's that one there, and then it's kind of echoed in that Fool card as well, just there. It's kind of, the 2 of them are very similar there. So it's kind of that rainbow path, if you like. Like it feels like something opening up for you to kind of move forward towards, into, very easily. It feels like it's something that happens very easily. But you do have the Messenger of Water, the Knight of Cups, in reverse down here, and the Knight of Cups is saying, to me, it's saying listen to your feelings, listen to your emotions. Don't get too much into your head about something, and ignore your emotions, ignore how you feel. Don't ignore how you feel. Don't just get caught up in your analysing, analytical thinking mind. So let's see what the confirmation cards are. Like I said, normally I would do this with as I go round each card, but for some reason I forgot. So we have the 3 of Wands over the top of your star and your 7 of Wands. The energy of kind of, it feels like apathy, or just kind of losing faith, as I was saying, losing faith in something, just apathy, just not wanting to do anything about anything there. And then you have the 3 of Wands, over the top. So this is kind of saying that there is a sense of looking into the future in January, kind of like moving out of this energy, this apathy, this kind of like what's the point energy, into a more kind of directed focus on your future energy, like pulling yourself out of it. And directing your focus and your attention into the future, kind of like, you know, this is January, I've got the rest of the year ahead of me. I need to kind of start it now. And not allow that energy to kind of take over the rest of my year, is how it's kind of coming through there. So, interesting. You have the 10 of coins, which was upright, with the Knight of Wands. Now the 10 of coins, oh, that's really wacky. Sorry, I'll show you that in a minute. The 10 of coins is about a successful situation, something very grounding, something that you've worked hard to achieve, something that you feel as though has been fulfilling, satisfying. It is, or it can be a family situation, to do with your environment, what makes you feel good. But it has got the Knight of Wands over the top of that as well. So it could be a situation here over the top of this Devil and this King of Cups energy. It could be a situation of feeling like you are trapped, emotionally trapped maybe, in a situation that you don't want to be in, because the Knight of Wands, he wants to explore, he wants to go and have fun elsewhere, he wants to go and explore and discover, but it's like he can't. It's like he's being held back here, and it could be because you're being held back by a situation that you now feel possibly that you've outgrown, or that it has kind of, it's fulfilled its, because it's a 10, it is also an ending, so it could have fulfilled its purpose for you here, Leo, because you have this energy here. So it could be what's keeping you stuck. But what's really interesting is you've had the same cards come out again. So the Devil and the King of Water, King of Cups, again, Devil's in reverse here, and so is the King of Cups. In this one the Devil is upright, but the King of Cups is also in reverse here as well. So it's kind of really emphasizing that energy of being, it feels to me almost like a sense of being caught up in a trap, or you feel as though you are caught in something that emotionally is not making you happy. It's not making you happy, Leo. You want more, is how it feels. It feels as though you want to, it's like there's more to life. There's more to life in this than just this situation. Even though it could have been fulfilling and content at one point, I've never had that happen before. That is just insane that the same cards would come out in exactly the same way, so to speak. So, as you move into March, Leo, with the Judgment card here and the Ten of Water, you have the Three of Cups in reverse. And so again, the Three of Cups, I mean, with the Judgment, it does feel like something is being found here, like your happiness is being found here. But this Three of Cups in reverse speaks to me about a possible third-party situation. It's not something that I often talk about, third-party situations, but I do feel as though that is definitely a possibility. And that maybe you stayed in within one of these relationships because of somebody else's what's the word I'm looking for here? Hold over you. That they had some kind of emotional hold or control over you here. Can also be about reconciliation as well, or maybe you're thinking about reconciliation, Leo, with the Three in reverse. It may not have actually happened, or maybe you are just trying to break out of that energy. It definitely feels like in February there's this kind of, could even be like mind games that are being played here. Emotional mind games. We have the Two of Swords and the Justice energy come out, both in reverse, and that's over the top of this Empress and this Emperor and this Lovers card. It's like a decision. Justice and the Two of Swords together in reverse. It's like almost like the decision wasn't made by you, Leo. The decision was made by somebody else, maybe because of their actions, because of how they behaved. But if this was a third party situation and that you had to make a decision, but almost like the decision was made for you, is how it's coming out here. But in doing so, it brought you to this place here, which is either this balance within yourself of, like I was saying earlier, this masculine feminine energy of creation and drive and something new and abundant in your life, which you kind of like with this Lovers in reverse, it could also have been that you just decided you didn't want anything to do with either, and you were just going to focus on making yourself the focus of your attention. Both Empress and the Emperor, it doesn't get much more kind of like I am the focus of my attention than that energy there. Or, it, as I was saying, this kind of decision due to somebody's actions kind of drove you into this other situation. Away from that devil energy. But that's not something that's happened yet, so this is yet to come. So in May, you're feeling a lot stronger and a lot more focused on your inner strength. You found some strength from within, but I still feel as though you're not 100% certain. And you also have this Magician again in reverse here as well. So it's kind of saying to me, be careful what you're manifesting here. Be careful what it is that you're bringing into your reality. And where is it coming from? Like the place inside you. How are you manifesting this energy? Because it is, again, Magician is in reverse here. So so it's kind of saying to me is, are you manifesting this from a place of strength, or are you manifesting this from a place of, I don't want to use the word weakness, but a place of like, is it force? And is it for the right reasons that you're manifesting this? It could also be to do with confusion as well. Like a lot of confusion around what you're manifesting. And again, of course, we do have this Magician here in reverse as well, coming up. And when the Magician's in reverse, it can talk about that confusion, about manifesting something that you're not really sure about what it is that you want. But strangely enough, you're standing very kind of strong and powerfully in this manifesting energy. You yourself, Leo. So whatever it is that you're manifesting it very powerfully. Even if it's not what you actually want. And that could be causing a lot more confusion. Because you haven't decided what you want. You don't know what it is that you want yet. But you want something. That much you do know. You do know that you want something. But as I was saying earlier about this magician in reverse here as well, with the messenger of air, that maybe that's what you're being told to do, is to speak it into reality to help it manifest. I'm not taking all of them, that's far too many. So that's 7 cards there. I'm not doing 7 cards. Not even for Leos, I'm afraid. 7 cards is 6, 5 too many. Just a couple's fine. There's 1. Oops. Almost lost everything. Come back card. Sorry about that. Okay, so seems to me that at this time you are manifesting a lot of doubt here, because you've got the 4 of Cups. So you want something, you want it, Leo, you want it, but you are reluctant to actually reach out and take it. Let's turn that magician upside down, because that's the way he was. So you're sitting there, you've got your arms crossed, and it's being offered you. It's literally like it's there, it's right in front of you. It's kind of being put under your nose. It's like almost like saying, look, you know, this is what you've been asking for. You've been asking for this cup here. And it's kind of like a reassurance. I mean, it's like these 3 cups here that were in reverse. It's kind of like here they are all lined up in a row. And then there's this next cup here that's being offered you. But you're not really seeing it, or you're not wanting to acknowledge it, Leo. So, itch. Yeah. So it's almost like when you manifest what it is that you're wanting, you're still not sure that that's what you want. And that's causing even more disappointment. Upset. So let's see what happens in July. Interesting, you got the 2 of Cups in reverse, and you got the 6 of Cups upright. And of course you've also got this is over the top of your Ace of Cups, your Sun and your World. So there is this love that wants to come in. It is there. This 2 of Cups, it's there. It's in your psyche. And it is something that you are aware of on some level, because of the 6 here. It could have something to do with a past relationship. because this is memories, or it could just be memories that haven't been allowed to grow. But this feels like this is some kind of love that wants to be recognized. And you're not recognizing it, Leo. Even though it's here in your world, it's kind of lighting it up. But with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Six of Cups, there's a lot of love in this reading. There's a lot of emotion in this reading. I mean, you've got the Ace, you've got the 2, you've got the 3, you've got the 4, and the 6. It's like you're almost going through the whole of the emotional cycle. The whole gamut of emotions is being played out here at this time, Leo. Big emotional energies. What I'm finding really interesting as well is with this Ace of Cups, it's like this Ace of Cups, he's offering her, this little girl here, he's offering her from these children this cup. And that's kind of this Ace here as well, this cup here. It's like it's being offered to you, or you are doing the offering, possibly, Leo. But this Two of Cups is kind of saying that maybe one partner isn't ready, or one person isn't ready for this at this time, because she doesn't actually have a cup in her hand there either. And although these two ace, or these two cards, these two cups in this card here are kind of being reflected in this Two of Cups here as well. It's like she doesn't actually have that cup in her hand. She's not holding a cup. So one of you may possibly be, if this is about somebody from your past, or it's somebody who stirs up those same emotional feelings, maybe that's why you're reluctant to take it any further than that, even though there is attraction there, there is love there. There is this sense of, I would like to do more with my cup of love here. But it also feels like a case of, or a sense of kind of mistrusting something or somebody, or yourself even, Leo. Or you still have a lot of love for somebody from your past. And maybe this other person is trying to offer you, there's somebody else trying to offer you something here, Leo, but you're not interested. And we have the King of Wands over the top of this Wheel of Fortune and this Seven of Air. So the King of Wands is very fiery, very passionate. The Seven of Air energy here as well could also be somebody trying to hide themselves amongst the crowd, so to speak. Like not wanting to be seen, not wanting to come out into the open. But this King of Wands energy is very much the opposite. The King of Wands is very much about being seen, being heard, being very magnetic energy, very fiery, very passionate, very driven, very desiring, desirable. King of Wands knows what he likes and he knows what he wants. He knows how to get it. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of saying that things are shifting in your favour in that sense. So that's in August. It feels like in August things are going to heat up. Things are going to heat up. Could be some fiery, passionate it is of course your energy again, Leo, as well. So this is also you in your, actually it's also August being your month as well. So this is you standing very strong in your own energy. Very powerfully seated, very powerful, like in control. In control. Very driven. I do feel as though it's like there's something that you know that is the right time. It's the right time for you to do something about. The timing is now. Oops, I just dropped the King of Wands on the floor. There we go. Okay, so in September we have that Hangman energy with this 5 here, which feels like a sense of trying to find some peace within yourself. Here, you trying to kind of take yourself out of the, possibly out of the limelight even. Like with this King of Wands energy, I mean it's very, like Leo likes being in the limelight. Leo likes to be seen and heard and recognized. But it kind of feels that that energy is also going to put you in this position with this Hangman of kind of questioning your own doubts, insecurities. Almost like being too much in the spotlight, in the glare. It's kind of driving you into this place of surrender. is how it's coming through. And you have the Six of Swords here in reverse, which is kind of saying to me that if there is something that you want to move away from or get away from at this time, something that you want to move past, you're not going to be able to until you've dealt with whatever this doubt within yourself is, this not having enough belief in yourself, maybe. The Five of Wands is about that sense of, yeah, not having enough belief in yourself to be able to achieve something. And the Hangman energy is kind of saying that you need to get a grip on that, you need to get a grasp of it, you need to kind of take another look at it from a higher vantage point, see it from another angle. Because until you do, you're going to be kind of stuck in this Six of Swords energy, meaning you're kind of, again, it's kind of similar to this Hangman energy. It's almost like limbo. It's like caught between the past and the future and not able to move beyond it with the Six of Swords in reverse. Which is similar to the Hangman energy of kind of hanging in limbo, waiting for things to change, waiting for the time to change, for things to happen. And in October, where we have the Moon and the Three of Air, we also have the Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, Nine of Cups. I don't know why I called it the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Cups in reverse. So there is this sense of unhappiness, which I was talking about here with this Three of Air. This kind of deep inner wounding of the heart, like something that has been very put it, very, like, there for a long time, and something that maybe you don't talk about, Leo, something that you don't discuss, something that you just keep totally to yourself. Because if you see here, if I put it up right, you can see that she's kind of got her hand up to her throat there, almost like she's stopping herself from talking about this, is how it's coming through. And it is emotional. There is this highly kind of charged emotional energy around it with this Moon. And with this Nine of Cups here as well, it could have been something that you were very much hoping, wishing, praying for. And it could have affected your hopes and your wishes and your belief in having the good things in life in general. Leo. It kind of looks like he's sitting on a stage. Again, that kind of spotlight. The curtains kind of behind him. but it is in reverse. It's similar to this star energy over here as well, this Nine of Cups. Similar to kind of giving up on your hopes and your dreams and your desires. And it feels like it's attached to something from the past here, from this wounding, this ghosting energy. It could be that that you've ghosted somebody, or somebody has ghosted you, literally. It could be that somebody passed on. It could be that you lost somebody. It definitely feels like a loss of some kind here. But it feels more like something from a past loss. But it's still affecting you in the present. And it's affecting how you believe, what you believe you deserve as well, your happiness, Leo. So we're moving into November, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's upright. She's come out with this Two of Air and the Temperance energy in reverse, which is talking about balance and patience. And also with the Two of Air, a decision that needed to be made. But the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, very solid in her being, very nurturing, very caring, very in tune with her surroundings, with nature. Maybe there's something there within nature itself as well, Leo, kind of connecting with nature. Or this could be a person with that kind of energy. It doesn't have to be a female just because it's a queen. It can be a man with that energy as well. Somebody who's very loving, very family orientated, very giving. Who knows how to, they know how to build their fortune, also how to build their, this could be a very strong, independent person here, Leo. A very strong, independent person who with this Temperance card here, I feel as though you have kind of some kind of relationship with, or you have had in the past a relationship with this Queen of Pentacles type of energy, somebody who is very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Somebody very trustworthy, very loyal, somebody you could be a very motherly figure. In November, it could be somebody who you turn to for advice. It could be a mother, it could be your mother, somebody who you can lean on, Leo, somebody who you, it could be somebody in your environment, in your work situation. This could be you at this time feeling a lot more grounded, a lot more solid, a lot more content with yourself, a lot more satisfied. But it could also be somebody who's going to kind of bring that energy into your life and ground it in your life for you. And give you that kind of stability. Some kind of stability here, Leo. And abundance as well. It feels like an abundant energy here. So let's see what happens at the end of the year in December 2022 for Leo. We have the Knight of Swords. Very quick moving energy, fast acting. Once a decision has been made, the action follows very, very quickly. And of course, it's come out over the top of your Chariot, your Fool energy, and this Messenger of Water that's in reverse. So fast action, which is similar to this energy here as well. Fast action, but having to kind of keep things together at the same time. Moving forward quickly. It could be communication coming in from outside as well. That's 2 knights here. And that's interesting because I think I said something earlier about listening to your emotions and not just your mind here, Leo. And don't ignore your emotions. And we have the Emperor in reverse. And you had the Emperor earlier here as well. But in reverse, the Emperor can be an energy of what's the word? I don't want to say cruelty. It feels more like somebody who lacks the ability to plan. Again, the Emperor can be an authority figure in your life, a father figure, an uncle, a brother. It can be the relationship in your life. When it's in reverse, so the Emperor can be very domineering, like very demanding. But it's also come out with the Queen of Wands as well. And we have the King of Wands here too. So this is that fiery Leo, passionate, driven. But this Emperor kind of feels as though, almost feels as though it's kind of stuck in the middle of something. Almost like a blockage. is how I want to put it. Almost like a blockage in a way of stopping something from happening. Just don't forget, this is also about moving forward with the Chariot and the Fool energy. Listen to your emotions. But it feels like this Emperor is kind of like a block. In December, like something that's going to kind of almost like there is this forward motion, there is this kind of like things happening quickly. But this Emperor just seems to kind of get in the middle, in between. Because the Queen of Wands, again, fiery, passionate, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, curious, wants to discover, wants to explore, wants to create. Fiery, passionate, driven from the heart. But of course, this Emperor is your energy as well, Leo. This is also Leo energy. I know a lot of people see it as Aries energy. Personally, I see the Emperor much more as like the Sun energy, the Emperor, you know, the top dog, the boss, the one you have to kind of answer to. So I feel as though there's something that is blocking you here. And it's almost like it is your own energy in a way, Leo. Something overpowering is how it's coming through. Something that's overpowering. Not empowering, overpowering is what I'm getting in December. And it's kind of pushing this emotional side of yourself completely under your intuition, your instinct, your heart here as well. It's almost like the Emperor is kind of blocking that heart energy. Is how it's kind of coming through here. So let's see what we've got. A blessed gift. Something beautiful soon manifests. Trust that all is unfolding in the most perfect way for you and all concerned. Have faith and continue to hold positive and loving thoughts. A blessed gift is on its way. So that's a really nice card to end on there, Leo. Sorry about the squeaking noises that you can hear. That is actually my cat's kittens. She had kittens 3 weeks ago, so they're at the squeaky age. So if you can hear them, I apologise for that. They are just behind the sofa over there. So not much else I can do about it at the moment. So let's see what the last message for you here is, Leo. For Leo, what does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? You have two cards, Leo. You have impatience and compassion. Impatience says, my life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. And compassion is saying, as you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel even deeper self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Interesting cards. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there and say I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that it's been of some benefit to you, Leo, for 2022. If you have enjoyed it, please could you thumbs it up for me. The more likes it gets, the more attention it gets on YouTube, and the more people I can get to come and view my videos and my channel, which is what I'm trying to do at this time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel as well, please could you do so. There will be a subscription button on the video. Press the button to subscribe and the little bell comes out, and you can decide as and when you want to know when my videos are coming out as well. At the moment I'm kind of focusing on the full moon and the new moon readings, both the astrology and the tarot, so that's taken up quite a bit of my time at this moment, at this time. But I am also focusing on getting more of these 2022 readings out. Like I said, I really wanted to get them done earlier, but it didn't happen. So there is a playlist. If you're wanting to know any more about my videos, there's a playlist that has all the sun signs there that I've done previously. I will be doing more once I get these finished and out the way as well. I will get back into doing more regularly the actual sun sign energies as well. But there's no times and no dates on my readings, just titles. So if it makes sense to you, if it resonates with you when you watch the video and it feels like your video, then just accept it as yours at that time, because there is no time. Everything is fluid and crap happens all the time. Situations are always reoccurring in people's lives. So just any video that feels right for you. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please could you do so. I think I might have said that already. I'm kind of getting a bit videoed out now. I've just done the cancer video as well. So if you're a cancer, if you've got any cancer in your chart, Cancer moon, rising or Venus, also check those readings out as well, or any of the previous readings that I've put out for 2022. I've done the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and also yourselves now, Leo, as well. So kind of rambling on a bit now. So I'm going to bring this video to a close and say, if you want to leave any comments, please do that as well, please, because it is nice to have some feedback. And thank you very much to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, because I really do appreciate you being here and helping to grow my channel. It is just really nice to have that kind of input and growth that's happening, and I get quite excited every time somebody new comes along. So thank you very much, and please take really good care of yourselves at this time and anybody else around you, and hopefully see you again soon.